Well, one of my newest projects is going to be to rebuild this pond, and we've been here, what, 5 or 6 years, and the line is totally gone in it, so I want to remove the lilies and build an 8 by 10 pond here with a header pond up here and waterfall from the top there. So it's a whole new project. You need to remove all of these rocks in around the outside. There's old plastic waterfall there, that needs to go, and dig this out, put all the soil up here, put the header pool there, and then dig out the whole pool here. There's only a couple of plants to go. The irises there need to come out. There's rather nice red hot focus over here needs to come out. And we're going to build all this area as a new project for the spring. Well, we've got into the start of the pond now. You can see we're laid at the top there, piling the soil up, and that's the shape of it. We're going to be going 8 foot across here, up to where that stick is over there, and then across to this one, down with the waterfall going up there, we hope. So we need a nice 4 foot hole deep by 8 foot by 10 foot there. Well, we're still digging away here, and got the basic shape of the pond now. As you can see, it's quite deep. We're down to 4 foot there now on the right here. We're trying to put all the soil from here up to here at the moment so we can use it on the surface of the bed, because there's so much clay underneath. We want the clay around first and then all around here, and then we're going to put soil over that and rocks in between. It's quite an undertaking, as you can see. And so the hole gets bigger and deeper as Patrick gradually manages to work his way down it for me. It's getting deeper and deeper. Hello Patrick, good morning. Doing the job this morning on the pond, and look, he's got the laser leveler down there, so that's useful. I've got to silicone that on this morning. Well, today's the big day because we've got the basic structure of the pond dug, and we're going to try and lay the lines in, which is the most difficult part. There's some water to get rid of at the bottom, which is not easy. We've just reached the water table. We're going to put the liner and the underlay, and then the thinner liner, and then the main butyl liner on top, and get the rocks around here. If it happened underneath the line, that would be even worse. So yes, to build that in clay would be better. There you go. Come further in because you haven't got to overlap as much at the sides of this thing. So you can see it to the bottom. No, you pull it too tight. Push it right in. Some lift of those at the minute.
Put it down. In.
You got this good. Well, that's
No, you go back in again.
Well,
Make sure.
at least you're not going to... Yes. Make a really neat fold there somewhere, rather than a whole load of pile. Can you really fold it over a bit there or not? You know what I mean? Could we get this to fold over in one fold rather than like this? I think we've got it, but you won't really know until we get the water in it. Fingers crossed. So I mean, maybe the other side too. That should be alright to fill it now anyway. Might need another brick just here.
Give me, I got to get the hands to play.
Well, now the proof of the pudding as we fill the pond up and see how the liner spreads. Well, that water's filled up very nicely, and hopefully it's going to be okay, but I may have to use larger slabs. The water's freezing, but we must get the plants into the right place. So this is the best way to do it, I guess. Oh, I bet that's cold.
It's so brave.
Right onto the bottom patch. That's it. Sadistic. And then this one in that far corner, please.
This one?
Yep.
I'll go start the shower going, shall I patch?
Where are you going?
And that one goes on the shelf, yeah.
This one?
No, the middle shelf. Hanging about for? Right in the middle of it, yeah, so it stays, doesn't drop off. That's perfect, yeah. Be alright there, will it?
Got it then?
Yeah.
Well done. Well, we've just cemented the paving stones around the outside of the pond, and they're looking quite acceptable. See, I've now fitted up the filter at the back there, and that fountain is going to be above, but I might raise it a bit more yet. I think it must be a little bit higher, just a bit higher. So next we've got to finish off the rockery around here and around there, and right round to here, and build up the garden area and the planting round here. But it's looking quite successful now, and it'll go well with the flower garden next to it. I feel winter coming to the end now. There's the first signs of springs with snowdrops and a few daffodils coming out. And the irises that I brought back from France are stored here, are just coming through, so I want to get those in to the main garden as quickly as possible. So I want to raise up this fountain a bit more if I can later. It's not bad where it is, but I think a bit higher would be better. Oh, we've almost got this pond done now, and you see we've got the waterfall going. I've put a bit of camo netting over there for the moment just to get rid of the filter. I'm putting plants into the pond now, starting to put plants around the pond now. All these iris to go in here and the Gunnera to go across here later. I don't know whether it survived the winter or not, we'll see. But the pond itself is looking good. I think it's time to take a walk around the gardens again because we're just coming into spring now, and I've been planting up, doing a lot with the gardens. Tidied up these stones here. These trees are all going to come down next month. All of these huge trees are being cut down halfway. Pity, but it's becoming too dangerous. Through here we've taken one of the herb beds away. We're going to make this one into a bed for broadleaf plants. The pond is now fully built, and we've got palms going in here and over here as well, and lots of plants going around the outside here. Some many big broadleaf plants to make a sort of jungle area, with the irises all around here and around that far side over there. All of this has now been planted up with ferns and rockery plants. We planted a lot more daffs this year, whole load at the front. Brought down a yucca offshoot from the top. Got 2 of those around here. You see the pond is now completed round to this side, and this garden is growing up, ready to be planted up with more delphiniums and foxgloves and so on. Over here we've gravelled this area now, and that area is ready for planting up more. Looking good. The flowers are out. Our 2 storage sheds and studios. So it's got the potential now to be a really nice garden this summer. This little garden's been cleared out, but there's still a lot of ground elder in this, and I've put a lot more rhododendrons around as well. We've got rhododendrons over here, here and here, and a lot more bulbs planted underneath. There's so much going on that you can't see. That shed's been moved to here. These beds are now topped up, ready to go. Having a new door put in here in the next few weeks. In the greenhouse I've got sunflower seeds coming on. It's ready, but only one artichoke managed to survive. Again, another yucca plant we brought up here. 2 more rhododendrons in the background there. This area's all been renewed. And they've got a whole new parking space here now, because Patrick's passed his driving test, so this was needed, and we're waiting on planning now to pass, and we'll be able to turn this whole garage into a big double studio. Around the front here for herbs and various trees and plants for the future here, so it's got a lot of potential this summer. Well, to go with the new greenhouse I need some shelves or staging. They're charging between 70 and 130 quid for something not as well built as this. So I'm just putting this together. It's cost me £25 plus the screws. So well worth the effort. Now I've just got to put some board on top that's left over from the hot tub once I've got these middle bars in. Well, there we are, it's done. That'll do in the greenhouse. Let's get it up. Well, it's nearly spring now and time to walk around the garden again and see how far we've got. You see we've got a planter in here now, which is rather nice, and we've taken pieces off the cactus here to plant around the garden. Nice big container there now for the herbs, and a new stand for the washing dryer, pot from France through here, but the lavender have all died off, so we're going to have to replant those. The trees are just coming out into blossom now, which is nice. And we've got some foxgloves here come out, going through from the wood pile. Now the roses are just starting to come out again, and so are all of the woodland plants here. I've planted in now an azalea here and another one over here. We've got a lot more daffs down this corner than we had before as well. There's a whole new series down here. That's now being turned into a corner garden. And we've got foxgloves and things coming up there as well. Here in this corner, the garden, one of the painting gardens with the foxgloves and hollyhocks and so on, delphiniums. Delphiniums coming through well here, and of course the new fish pond, which is now working very well. There's a lot of planting been going on there as well, with mini azaleas up here, and Lots of other little plants and ferns now being put around. You can see the water plants are just coming through here now. And also I brought in the irises from the French garden down here and over here. Move these stones along this garden, the border stones, up to here to create a proper border right the way around. That shelf is going to go into the new greenhouse, which is going to be built over in the corner over there. Patrick's just removed the buddleia tree from that corner, and we've got a new bed ready. The 3 vegetable beds are ready here for planting. And we've got now rhododendrons going here, here and here, and there are a few more around the place as well. They're just about to burst into flower. Should do well there. And a magnolia tree coming out behind here. So I've got ferns around here now as well. There's a lot of plants going on here. There's Gunnera and some much larger broadleaf plants to come out under here. And we're buying a new Hall's greenhouse to go in here. We've got the fig coming out there and to blossom, a nice plum here, and all of these trees here are apples. We've got the base ready now for the greenhouse. And this new area here, fruit plants, soft fruits are coming on well. So the garden's looking good for the coming early summer. And going back up to the top, you can see we've had a new piece put in for the parking here, which is very useful. It's a new cherry tree I've put in there, and over here at the entrance I've put in 2 pampas grass just here and there, pink and white. Much as I love these big fir trees, they're going to have to come down. So, new pond here in the foreground. Today, all of those trees are being chopped down to hedge level. Now have the fish in the pond. All these lovely fir trees, I'm afraid they've got to come down because I've been building next to it. It'll stir the pigeons up. Well, that's it. The trees are now all down, as you can see here. Quite a different place. And loads of logs starting to shift, and plenty for coming winters. All these big trees now down out the way. Magnolia. All the logs at the back there you could see. A very different looking garden. All the pigeons have nowhere to go. Planting up all around the pond. Well, there we are, the basics of the fish pond are done, and later on I'll show you the established garden later this summer when all the flowers are up. It should look beautiful. As you can see here, the Guineera is just coming through, and all of the plants that I put in, the irises and everything else, are just beginning to establish, and the water plants of course are coming up as well. So in about a month's time it should look absolutely gorgeous. Lay that ready for the new greenhouse. And the grass seed just starting to take around the pond now. The fish seem to be settling well. All the plants are painting coming up really strongly this year. Poppies, delphiniums, hollyhocks and daisies. And the results of all the trees that came down.
Whoa!
Come to get the pigeons. Blue one.
Very sugary.
kale.
We found it. Yes, I found it. Found it. See, look at the door.
You've got a vivid imagination.
Why does it cost me? That's a good house. And he's got what? They've probably just seen it before. Mummy!
Pirate ship.
Mummy! Come on, Mummy!
Hello.
Benny's flat TV.
What do you think you're going to have first?
My first, that one, the chocolate brownie one.
He loves M&M's.
Yeah, it's a brownie M&M's. They're so nice. They're brownie. Somewhere else.
Think about it. What are you going to say to him? I got to go back to the future? I mean, you're not going to understand that, Doc. Hell, I'm in it with you. And
Well, I've got another demo to do for a new little art society that I've been invited to demonstrate for. I'm going to attempt to do quite a large canvas. It's a 2-foot canvas, which for a 2-hour demo is quite a push. And it's going to be this scene here, which has these lovely bits of light going through it. So first of all, I'm just going to show you how we do the drawing by gridding up and scaling out. And then when I paint it, I'll be working with sponge rollers from the medium tones down to the darkest ones, and then from the medium back up to the lightest, finishing with all these lovely highlights and puddles and sparkles of light right the way through, and finishing with the brush. Well, that's the drawing ready, and it's not in every detail, it's just all the basic proportions and shapes. If we have a loose painting, and we can start loose and finish tight, we can't start tight and go loose very easily, can we? If you have a loose painting, we want to work loosely within it, then we still need fairly good structure and line and drawing. Not in every detail, just all of those various shapes that we're going to place the jigsaw pieces of paint within, the shapes of paint within. The sponge roller, which looks huge and heavy and encompasses that area to try and refine line with it, you'd be surprised. The beauty of it is it gives a wonderful atmosphere, as you can see. This one here, and if we were going to do a workshop later, I would suggest that we didn't possibly this very long.
Finished the canvas until 20 past.
That's the thing.
I'm getting a little bit worried for you. That's it. That is just amazing that you can manage.
When I saw the dream, and then look at that now.
I know. Yeah. But that is just amazing. It looks finished so well. So I say, thank you very much.
Well, I've gone as far as I want to go with this one, I think. It's still very loose, but I've been pushing in the colours and slabbing them on and having fun with the paint, still keeping that fluidity going.